TFA fam, what is going on? Appreciate you rocking with me for the Week 10 defense and kicker streaming video. Let's go ahead and just dive right into it, shall we? Start with the defenses. First and foremost, the New Orleans Saints are going to be my top stream of the week. Now, they might not be available. They are rostered in 45% of ESPN leagues. That does rank them 13th in terms of their rostership percentage, though. So there's a chance that they are available. If they are, you're picking them up and you're playing them against the Steelers team that is near the bottom of damn near every offensive metric you can imagine. They're last in yards per play, last in adjusted yards per pass attempt, second to last in points per game, fifth worst in third down conversions, and they're tied for the fourth most turnovers. This game also has the second lowest total on the week behind only the Texans and the Giants game. Two more options are more widely available. The Arizona Cardinals rostered at 12% on ESPN leagues. This defense has been pretty solid for fantasy purposes. In terms of fantasy points per game, they're a top 12 DST in most scoring systems. They get a matchup this week against the Rams, which if you would have told me at the beginning of the year that we'd be targeting this game on the Cardinals side of it, I don't know what I would have thought, but hey, here we are. The Rams are averaging 16.4 points per game, which is the fourth fewest in the NFL, only behind the Colts, the Steelers, and the Broncos. On top of that, Matt Stafford has been sacked the fifth most times, and the Rams have the fifth highest percentage of drives ending in a turnover. The Cardinals have at least one sack in all but two games. They have multiple sacks in all but four, and they have at least one turnover every game but one so far this year. Last but not least, the New York Giants at just 5% rostership on ESPN. There's not a ton to love here. Like nothing that really jumps off the page at you when you look at their defensive metrics. But there are a couple things that line up here. They get a matchup with Houston first and foremost. A couple of the areas where this does line up nicely is they've allowed the ninth fewest points per game. The Texans offense averages the fifth fewest. The Giants defense has allowed the fourth lowest third down conversion percentage, where the Texans offense is third worst in that category. Let's wrap things up with the kickers first, though. If you've been enjoying the content, if it's helping you out, please hit us with a sub and a like. Kickers for Week 10 streaming options. Jason Sanders for the Dolphins. The Dolphins currently have the third highest employed point total on the week. The Browns are tied for allowing the eighth most points per game with the Miami Dolphins, which means on the other side of that, we can look at Cade York. The Browns are averaging the eighth most points per game, and York is averaging the 10th most fantasy points per game among kickers. And then Cairo Santos. Justin Fields is just absolutely putting that team on his back the past couple of weeks. And now they get a matchup against one of the worst defenses in the league with the Detroit Lions. And since week 5, Cairo Santos has scored the sixth most points among kickers. That is going to do it for the Week 10 defenses and kickers streaming show. Any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below, or you can hop into our fantasy football Discord. Absolutely free of charge, no strings attached. Always answering questions over there. Hope you guys have a great Week 10, and I'll talk to you soon.